Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with episode number 7 of our new Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke playthrough here on the channel. In the last episode, we made it here to Violet City, much more successfully than our previous attempt. We've been here before, but we're hoping to go even further this time around. Of course, if you remember, we didn't make it past the first trainer in the gym. And if you didn't see that, you're going to see why maybe today. But our goal for today is to head up Sprout Tower. We're going to get an encounter in there, and I think that might be all the encounters we can get, unless there's an encounter we can get out on the route where Sudowoodo is sitting. We'll go check that in a little bit. But for starters, let's go ahead and do our usual team recap after checking how many Pokeballs do I've got. That's English for you. I really have no Pokeballs. Ooh, good thing I checked before going into Sprout Tower. How much money do I have? That's only after 3 Pokeballs. I mean, we have no options, really. So, let's do our team recap. Show you which Pokemon we are working with. Of course, these are Pokemon being named after you folks out there. You guys answer the question of the day, which you can see in every video over to the top right of, not switch, of the layout here. First up is City, our level 5 Smeargle. He has Vine Whip for his only attack right now. He's got a nice speed stat, not too bad. He is at level, I said level 5, right? Yeah, okay. Next up is our starting Pokemon, Unknown the Bellsprout. She's at level 10 with the Scope Lens, increasing critical hit ratio, very nice. Vine Whip and Growth for the moves, and offensively, she's pretty good. Defensively and speed-wise, not so much, but she can hit pretty hard. Might help us out against that first Pokemon in the gym. Next up is Joey the Ampharos at level 10. She's doing pretty good as well. Thundershock, Tackle, Growl, well, Thunder Wave and Growl, I mixed those up. Came with that moveset. Pretty decent moveset for now. Hopefully Joey learns something more powerful than Thundershock as time goes on. That is Stab, which will be very nice. And look at that. Special attack is a nice 29. But some good defenses on that as well. So hopefully we'll do well against the gym coming up in a little bit. Next up, for our last but not least right now for the time being, is Andrew, our Goldeen at level 5. He has Peck and Tail Whip, and attack stat is pretty nice compared to the rest of it. And we'll see how things go as we do some leveling up. So what I might do, I do plan to go through Sprout Tower today. I think I've already spoken to everybody. I'm going to go through Sprout Tower. Hopefully we can get some nice encounter, or a nice encounter in there, once I buy some Pokeballs. And get some more experience. I might then do a little bit of grinding to try to get our team up to speed as far as taking on the gym, but I'll check out the wild Pokemon levels in a little bit. First of all, is there anything that we could sell? Get a little bit more cash. See, I could sell the 2 Apricorns, and that's 1 more Pokeball, but I kind of want to keep them, because we can get basically free Pokeballs for those. What would the soft sand sell for? Only 50? Yeah, I think we're going to take our chances. Why is my nose so itchy? Take my chances with just the 3 Pokeballs we're going to buy right here. We might also get some more items that we can sell in Sprout Tower, so we'll see how things go. Now, I do believe, as I say, there should be another encounter. Again, itchy. Outside of this route. But for the time being, let's just kind of focus here in Violet City itself and see what we can manage. So here we are, Sprout Tower. Experience the way of Pokemon. Did I even go in here the first time? I don't think I did. I didn't want to risk losing out on an encounter. As Bellsprout over 100 feet tall, people say that it became the center pillar here. Really? I think that's a myth. See, people are training upstairs. Is that what's actually causing the shaking? Sprout Tower was built long ago as a place for Pokemon training. Only if you reach the top will you obtain an HM. Ooh, I like HMs. Alright, so this is where the encounters begin. Also battles. I'm leading with a level 5, but that's fine. I'm going to do some switch training. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. So, let's address the Dawn fan in the room here. Yeah, I missed an episode yesterday. Long story short, I was not really feeling very good. Ooh, Cadaver could be dangerous. Was not really feeling very good over the weekend, well, on Sunday, actually. So I actually just took the day just to sit back, relax. We're going to switch into... Let's go to Joey, who could better handle these psychic moves. And what that meant is I didn't do any streaming on Sunday, of course, but also I didn't feel up to recording this episode you're watching right now. So therefore, we had no video ready to roll for Monday. Because, I mean, you know, I guess I really quickly cashed in on that whole we're 1 episode ahead, you know, little nugget of backup. Nugget of backup? What does that mean? Anyway, cashed in on that pretty quick. But to make up for it, I do hope, I'm going to say plan, but, you know, plans could be sent awry. I'm hoping to be able to get an episode up on Saturday this week to make up for missing Monday. So hopefully this week we can get Tuesday through Saturday, one episode of Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke every day. Alright, and look at this. We got an Eevee. Oh, cute little Eevee. Something I didn't mention too, and I don't know why Eevee reminded me of this, but this is a Nuzlocke, of course. You can only capture the first Pokemon you find on every route. Since this is Gen 2, shiny Pokemon are a thing. And if we do happen to encounter a shiny Pokemon as a wild encounter, there's I guess it's an understood, unwritten rule amongst Nuzlockers that if you find a shiny, you can catch the shiny. So, if we happen to find a shiny Pokemon in the wild, I will catch it. And we'll see what happens. I mean, chances are we're not going to find one anyway, but you never know. I fought hard, but I'm too weak. Well, slightly. The flexible pillar protects the tower, even from earthquakes. Now, see, that's what I thought the point of that pillar was. Not that it was shaking because people are fighting. Alright, let's let Andrew lead the way. Whoops, moved the wrong Pokemon. Let's let Andrew lead the way. And, you know what? What items are we going to find in this place, too? Here's our encounter for Sprout Tower. What is it? Kingler. If we do get the capture, we do have to box it, because we do have a water type, as you can see right here, so kind of a double-edged sword, kind of a mixed bag, bittersweet, what do you call it, you know? But we'll still try to catch it anyway. Thing about Nuzlockes is, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but even if you find something that is not really that amazing, catch it. Because if we catch this Kingler, later on if we find another Kingler on a different route or a Krabby, we can then call the dupes or species clause, which means we don't need to capture that Krabby or Kingler. We can go for a different encounter. We can also critical hit knock that out too. So that's an option available to us. Thanks, Joey! Anywho, again, we were not going to be able to use it for the time being. So, I mean, it's good to have backup in the PC, but whatever. So, Mint Berry, I believe that wakes you up from sleep. So, I kind of want something more crazy randomized than that. We stand guard in this tower. Here, we express our gratitude to honor all Pokemon. So, the randomizer that I used for this, it gives you the option to, when it randomizes items, to eliminate what they call bad items that don't do things. Like, for example, Brick Piece is an item that when you send in a Machop, Machoke, or Machamp from earlier games, from like Gen 1, it actually will be holding a Brick Piece, which simply put is just something that you sell for cash. But, I mean, that's still kind of good. You know, cash is not bad. So I just decided, you know what, just for the complete wacky randomness, I'm going to leave the so-called bad items in. Just, who knows what's going to happen, really. Alright, so this is a perfect Pokemon to go for Unknown against. Vine Whip, of course, super duper effective. Which is, of course, double super effective. But, alright, you know what? Do I want to call it super duper effective or hyper effective? They're both pretty descriptive. I don't even know. We got a Slowbro. Would you have confusion at that level? I don't know. That's why we're keeping Unknown in battle. As you can see, we're more than triple the level. We got this. You know what? It's going to be really cool to see. No, I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to jinx it. I was going to say something about when Unknown gets to a certain level, what will be cool to see, but we're not going to go there because that's going to jinx our chances of such a thing happening. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain what I meant when it happens. Boom. Alright, Sage Chow was defeated. So, you can see the question of the day. Basic, simple question. How do you like to enjoy your free time? What do you like to do to whittle the time away? You know, just, do you have any favorite hobbies, for example? For me, I like to play Pokemon, obviously. We picked up a Thunderstone. Very good item. That, if nothing else, could be sold. You know, that's pretty good for some cash, actually. But, what's our next encounter? Another Kingler. Well, okay then. You know what? It's only level 3. Andrew, can you handle this? Let's see. There's no way you have Guillotine. Plus, ooh, that does nothing. Plus, in this generation, Guillotine only works if you are equal to the level or higher than your target. So, you know what I think? City can do this. We got Vine Whip on there for a reason. That reason being we only had one attack to hit it with back when we caught it. But that's still a reason in its own right. And it's super effective on a Kingler, so let's knock this thing down. What I've been doing in my free time, actually, now that we've basically come to a conclusion for the live streaming series of our Pokemon Conquest live stream series, I've been playing that off-screen quite a bit, getting a lot of the post-game stories done, and it's just really cool to be able to like spend time building up your kingdoms and stuff. I'm doing a lot of gold mining, investing into the bank to build up your different buildings in each, what was it? Country? Kingdom, that's it. And it's cool just to be able to max things out like that. And again, if you haven't played Pokemon Conquest, if you haven't seen it, first of all, shout out to my own playthrough that I just did, but check it out, play it, it's fun, it's an awesome game. Alright, let's go, let's get Andrew out of there, let's get CT back in, we can go for the Vine Whip. You can withdraw all you like. In this generation, there is no physical special split for attacks. All grass moves are special, therefore, withdraw does nothing. Tackle will do something, like 2 HP. 3 HP, okay, that's fair. But Vine Whip does take you down, and I always thought it was kind of weird. Like, I really liked the physical special split when it did come in Gen 4, because I've always seen Hyper Beam in a weird light. Hello, Hitmonlee, that's kind of spooky. Look at the way that foot just moved, that's crazy. You don't have Pursuit, which is good. We're going to switch into Unknown, who can resist the fighting. Problem is, if it goes for normal moves, we got little defense, but our stats, like our level, is so good. Look at that! 1 damage per hit. It's not bad at all. What was I talking about? I forgot already. But we're just going to take this thing down. We're going to win this fight. What is the leader of this tower going to have, I wonder? Based on how much time we have, it might just be enough time to finish this tower in this episode. Well, you never know, we can get a little bit further as we take on an Electrode. When do you learn Explosions? Hopefully nowhere close to level 3. Unless you're born with it, but you critical hit. Nice scope lens. You can't be born an Electrode, you must be born a Voltorb. That's an interesting thought. Something I've thought about before is, based off of Mewtwo Returns, I think it was called, one of the movies. I tried to copy Bellsprout's general movements for battle. Well, I mean, you could have seen mine on the field. But I didn't train well enough. Yeah, how weird is this? We're using a Bellsprout in Bellsprout Tower, basically. Ultra Ball? Very nice. That I actually tend to sell for cash, but I believe that can be sold for $600, Poke Zenny, whatever, and it can be basically turned into 3 Pokeballs, which I like. Let's do this. But yeah, so one of the Mewtwo movies, I believe it was Mewtwo Returns. It's after Mewtwo has taken all the clones that it made of the Pokemon and went after that hidden, spooky thing, hidden cave. What was it even called? I don't know. But at one point you see that the Nidoqueen and the Rhyhorn, I guess, had bred. You know, they had babies. Okay, so we saw some baby Rhyhorn. Totally fine. Makes sense. We also saw baby Nidoqueen. Now, first of all, let's take a step back here and discuss the fact that, for some reason, Nidoqueen cannot breed in Pokemon. I don't know why. Nidorina and Nidoqueen, apparently from what I've heard, can't breed, but Nidoran female can, the baby form. What's even more disturbing is that Nidoking can breed with the Nidoran female line, or at least those that are capable of breeding in that line. And let's just leave that at that. But it's weird that we saw baby Nidoqueen, because Pokemon don't hatch out of the eggs in their evolved forms. Right? But I've always thought, what if they could? What if there is a new held item introduced in a future game that allows, you know, evolved parents to hatch evolved babies? And what I would love to see, based on the level of the Pokemon, if the size of the Pokemon look different. Like, you know, that now that we have the 3D games, let's go into Joey for this one as well. Now that we have 3D models in the Pokemon games, it'd be really cool if you could have a level 1 Charizard next to a level 100 Charizard, for example, and see size difference. Here's the level 100, and here's like the level 1. Like, I just think it would be really cool to see little baby-sized forms of evolved Pokemon. Think of Wailord. Actually, that'd still be really big. But hey, smaller than a full-grown Wailord, you know? Andrew hits level 8, very nice. Can we learn a water move at some point? Joey hits level 12, very nice. Can we learn Thunderbolt sometime? No? Okay. Take that, Neil. Kneel before me, and give me $5. Or $192, I'll take that. That's even better. That's like at least twice as good. Let there be light on your journey. Thank you. You know what? We gotta let CT get the next level up, because look at this. We're already getting up on par with that level 9 Tyranitar. So basically, yeah, you're probably expected to do all of this tower before that gym, even though you can do the gym whenever you want. Let me see how much you trust your Pokemon. I trust them to critical hit my wild encounters, basically. If you missed that, check earlier in the video, Troy. What do you got? You got a Shelter? So we've already seen our first duplicate Pokemon. That's interesting. Oh, you're level 7. Huh. I'm gonna go into unknown. Why? I don't know. Because it's unknown, get it? We are level 12. We're gonna withdraw, does nothing. We're going for the Vine Whip. In fact, you know what we gotta do? We gotta move stuff around. There we go. That's it. Just want to move Wrap up closer. I always like to... Actually, I'll probably put this as a question of the day for another episode, but quick question right now, I guess. You can feel free to let me know about this. When you have different attacks that you learn throughout the game, do you like to organize them in any certain preference? Because I like to put my attacking moves first, my status moves against the opponent second, and then other status moves like Protect or Rest or something down near the bottom. And in that sequence, I also do basically, if there's a move that's Stab, I rate that higher in the list. If there's a move that's not Stab but maybe has higher base power, I put that next, you know. Just, you could call it a bit of, that's not really OCD, it's just clever trainering, I suppose. Make sure you have everything organized from strongest to weakest, I suppose. It is not far to the Elder. Well, that's good, because my Pokemon are almost tired. What's happening? Earthquake! Good thing that tower is going to keep us safe. You are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your But let me say this. You should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. Have you learned nothing from the Kalos region? Don't war with Pokemon. He claims to be the Elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. My Pokemon are weak. Okay, bye Tyrone. Could I have some healing, please? Let's just grab this item first. Traditionally, this is an escape rope. Today, they're giving us... We can send mail now! Yay! We can write a letter! Let's just check this out! Mirage Mail. Is there a whole separate bag for the Mirage Mail? No, there's not. Let's give the Mirage Mail to, Andrew, do you want to hold that Mirage Mail? We're gonna say, we're gonna go with, where is it? Where is it? I can't move. What happened? There we go. We're gonna go with Random Schmandom. There we go. So if I trade that out to any of you folks out there, Random Schmandom is the code word. Code word for what? I don't know. I just made it up now. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I'm the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. By the way, did you heal your Pokemon before this fight? No? It's okay. You probably won't need it. Good, thank you, sir. I appreciate that, because otherwise, I could be in a bit of danger. But at least you're only going to start off with something simple like a Porygon 2, which might be a problem. Level 7. What do you learn? Well, I learned to switch out. Let's go into Joey, who has our best chance of surviving some hits. If this thing has Hyper Beam, which it probably doesn't, but if it had Hyper Beam, it'd be bad. Oh, Conversion! Sweet. For the Thunder Shock, you don't have Eviolite. Fortunately, that is not a held item in this generation. Oh, a critical. Nice. Tackle! Come on, Static. No abilities either. Rats. No, I knew that. Everyone knew that. Could you imagine if abilities were actually in Gen 2, how broken they would be? Actually, given how the games were not programmed super well the earlier in the generations you go, they might have been broken, actually. Okay then. When do you guys learn to blow up? I'm gonna have to switch into Unknown. We can one-shot with a Vine Whip. We just have to hope this thing does not Magnitude, or Earthquake, or Explosion Destruct. There's a magnitude 5. I think you can handle that. Alright, can we one-shot with a Vine Whip? Oh, we only have one Vine Whip left. This was cutting it close. I should have actually been smart and healed, but at least we did that. Joey hits level 13. Very nice. Unknown gets a nice chunk of experience as well. Last Pokemon in is going to be a Murkrow. That is a switch out right away because that thing is pretty powerful for an unevolving Pokemon. At least Itchy Nose in Gen 2. Thundershock should do the trick. Peck is going to do like 2. Not even 2. Going to do 1. That's even better for us. Not so much for Murkrow. So down you go. We also picked up some cash from battling these trainers too, so that could give us a nice bit of Pokeballs. Why is my nose so itchy? What have I done? I don't have a cold. Do I? I'm always coughing. I've always got a cough, but I mean, I'm not sneezing or sniffling. You and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this flash move. So we get the 5. Sweet. Now, of course, HMs are not going to be randomized. You need them to get through the game, so those are going to be traditionally what they are. But I can't wait to see what TMs we get. Hello, Joey. Yo, Chaz, how are you doing? This is Joey. Got a minute? Joey in our party? You just leveled up, I think. My Jolteon's looking sharper than ever. Now that's cool. He still references the Pokemon he has in this randomizer. I like that. I thought it would just be Rattata. I doubt there's a Pokemon as cool as this guy in your party. Oh yeah, I saw a Wild Ampharos. I love this. I've seen people do randomizers of Gen 2 and they don't take phone numbers, but this is going to make it funny. I thought about going for it, but I decided to work with my one and only right to the extreme end. Alright, later. That's cool. I like that. Now, if I had an escape rope, that would be even better because I could leave here quickly. But, I mean, if we get a little bit more encounters along the way, that's good experience. So we're almost at time. We should have time, however, to try for one more encounter. Just outside of Violet City. If we can get... I think there's grass out there, but we are going to find out after we heal and after we buy some Pokeballs. Because we have 3. We would have had probably less if we had not critted the possible Kingler for our collection. But thanks to Joey, we don't have that option. Alright, let's do a quick heal. And then I'll check the levels of wild Pokemon off screen. I'll see if I need to do any grinding. If so, I'll do so. And then we'll come back in the next episode and take on the Violet City Gym once again. Let's hope the Nuzlocke does not cut itself short once again at that point. I will say this, though. If we lose again, I still want to keep playing the game. It's fun. But would you folks like to see me re-randomize things? Let me know about that. If we lose again, do you want a complete new randomization put into the game? Because I can do that. Alright, let us... Do we have anything that we can sell? Anything that we picked up? See, we could sell that for $10.50, but we got a lot of cash. That's enough for 6 Pokeballs. I'll buy 4. I'll buy 3. That gives us 6 total. I'm going to buy a couple potions, too, just to be safe. I haven't been buying any healing items, but we're going to that gym very soon, and we're going to want to be healed up, if possible. Alright, let's take a quick look out here on Route 34? 36. I was close. Route 36, thank you. An odd tree is blocking the way to Goldenrod City. It's preventing me from shopping. Something should be done about it. Do we have any grass out here? Yes, we do. Alright, so we can get this encounter. Whoa, hey! I was going to snap that tree with my straight arm punch. Wait, this is Hercule, Mr. Satan. Whoa, hey! I was going to snap that tree with my straight arm punch, but I couldn't. I'm a failure. I mean... That's not what Hercule would say. I gave him the wrong voice completely. Alright, we're going to lead with Joey. We got the letter on Andrew. I like that. I'm going to forget about that, and I'm going to see it later on. I might update it as time goes on. Alright, what's our encounter on Route 34? It's going to be... a Pidgeot! That ain't bad. Joey, can you restrain yourself and go for a nice light Thundershock? Just kidding, we're gonna Thunder Wave. Flying type moves. I'm thinking possibly going into unknown, but let's actually risk Andrew's life first and see what we can do. I'm gonna try for our Peck attacks, which shouldn't do too much. We're only double the level. You know, I find it interesting it has quick attack at this level. Is that all it has? That's all it seems to be going for anyway. Uh-oh. My time is up. Let's go for this, one last potential catch. Okay. Oh, it's got flying moves. Okay, Gust. Not too bad. Another peck should not knock it out, unless it's critical. Excellent. We're going to switch back into Joey, who would withstand the flying moves, thanks to being resistant type-wise. And I gotta think, what are we going to call this Pokemon? Now, we can't use it yet. It is normal type. We already have a normal type on our team with City, our Smeargle. So this catch, if we do catch it, is going to go right to the PC, but we're still going to name it after somebody. Oh, I didn't sell the Ultra Ball. Right, I forgot. That's not even the first item's pocket. So let's see if we can get this catch first of all. Ooh, you're going to be a little bit tricky, are you? I think we got this. You're just going to try to scare me and break out immediately, but you know you want to be part of our team. You want to be part of the playthrough. It's Pidgeot. Don't feel bad that I said we're going to have to box you. You may come back if we lose our normal type. Don't waste my Pokeballs. If I don't catch this Pokemon because I didn't sell my Ultra Ball to buy more Pokeballs, I'm going to be nettled. So very nettled. Wow. We literally cannot weaken you anymore. You have 2 HP. Stay in this ball. You're paralyzed. You're in the red. Are you actually serious right now? That ball ain't even moving. What do you think, folks? We catching this thing? I mean, you shook. Okay. Question is, when this Pokeball fails, do I use the Ultra Ball? I normally don't use Ultra Balls. I usually just use the regular Pokeballs for catching things. But I kind of want to catch this thing just to let it get knocked out later on. You know what? Since we can't use it on the team anyway, at least not now, you're done. We'll take experience for that. That was kind of ridiculous. 4 Pokeballs, no effect. Anyway, we're going to save it up right here, because we have done all we can for the time being. In the next episode, might start off with a grinding montage based on what our levels are looking like for the Pokemon in the area, but we are going to take on Violet City Gym for our second attempt and see how well can we do this time. I have a feeling Tyranitar is the only evolved Pokemon we're going to see in there. It's just a hunch. I don't think we're going to see anything nearly as powerful as that Tyranitar in that gym, but that remains to be seen if we can even get past the Tyranitar. Stay tuned for that. But I want to say, folks, thank you for watching today's episode. Don't forget to answer that question of the day for a chance to have a Pokemon that wants to stay in a Pokeball named after you as we do this playthrough all together. It's not just me doing this, it's us, you know. Those Pokemon on my team are you folks out there. And I want even more of you folks to join us. So answer that question of the day, have a chance to get your name added to a Pokemon as we catch more, because although we didn't get any today, there's many routes left to come, so we're catching more Pokemon. I can guarantee you that. But if you want to see some more episodes of the Pokémon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke playthrough, link in the description to the full playlist, and if you want to join or subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. You can click the join button down below if it's on there. If not, go to gaming.youtube.com, as long as that still lasts, and you can join there, or just subscribe for some more regular Pokemon content. With that, Professor Chaz is now signing off. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.